Good morning, pretty girls. Happy Saturday and happy first day of June, you guys. Hope your day is going well. I know, like we've only just begun, right? So a lot of things can happen, but I hope that you're maybe had a little bit of morning coffee and you guys are enjoying your Saturday. So I'm gonna hop in here and give you guys an overview of the kits and specials that you guys will be able to get a hold of during the month of June 2024. So in Stampin' Up! World, lots of things happen on the 5th of the month instead of the 1st of the month. So they do a lot of going over reports and finalizing things. And that usually happens until about the 5th. And so the specials that I'm going to share with you guys that are coming from Stampin' Up! Are going to be available on the 5th, beginning the 5th. And so if you hop over to the shopping website right now, you're not going to see any of these reflected. So I want everyone to understand that before we get going. Now, that being said, no matter when you guys place your orders during the month of June, even if you're not shopping for June specials, if your order, you use the host code and your order qualifies for the dollar amount, you will get the kits from me, no matter what day of the month that it is, providing we still have them in inventory, right? So good morning, Miss Lisa. Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. So let's go in and take a peek. Now, I don't have documentation for it or a graphic or anything like that to show you guys. But on the 5th of June, you will see that there is going to be an additional 10% savings on all bundles. Now, those of you that are like me, that we're still trying to get familiar with all the Stampin' Up! Lingo and kind of understanding how all of that is the same yet different than close to my heart. A bundle, they consider a bundle the stamp and coordinating dies that many of them are created to go together. Not every single die set has a stamp set. Not every single stamp set has a die set that coordinates. But the ones that go together, they're usually featured together in the catalogs. And you can get them, if you buy them together, you can get them at a 10% savings. Well, in June, you are going to receive an additional 10% savings on any of the bundles that you purchase. Additionally, you guys will be able to save 10% on the Stampin' Emboss machine, which is like our die cutting machine that close to my heart had. I don't have Stampin' Up's big machine yet, but they have a cute little mini machine that I actually did not see the purpose of for a long time. And I think I'm going to splurge and grab that during the month of June at an additional 10%. So you guys will be able to save 10% on any bundles that are already on sale, okay, at 10%. Then you are going to be able to save 10% on their die cutting machine as well. So, and there's 2 to choose from. So super fun. But a bundle, just again to kind of this, and I've used this one. It's well loved, you guys. There's lots of projects coming. If you're like follow my business or inside the membership, you guys will see lots of projects using the fun little birdhouse. But a bundle, when you guys hear us use that terminology, it is essentially the stamp set and the die cut set that coordinate together. And I take mine out of the Stampin' Up! Packaging, just like I took them out of the Close to My Heart packaging. And I have these 5x7 stiff magnetic cards. And the fun thing about that is that they fit inside the DVD cases where the stamp sets come. So I can keep my my dies and my stamp sets together in the same case. What I also love about it, it's kind of funny that Close to My Heart consultants were very opinionated on hello, Miss Sherry. My gosh, happy Saturday. Good morning, darling. You're catching me. Is your keyboard freed up of Rover? No, currently Rover is still on the keyboard, Lisa, but I film on a different computer than where I do my business. So that's why I chose to do this now instead of finishing my emails, because I currently still have a cat on my keyboard. So glad you guys can find the humor in my cat pictures. He is something else, right? But it's funny because when we all kind of came over, the masses of all the Close to My Heart peeps, several of them were talking about how they didn't like the way that Stampin' Up! Packaged their stamp sets. And I am not one of those people. I actually really love it because it is big enough that I can put my 5x7 magnetic cards down inside the cases. And if you guys want to get some of these, I actually have an affiliate link to this. It's a United States company. and I have an affiliate link where you will save 10% and I'll get a few pennies back if you wanted to shop my link. But I love them because they're very, very stiff, not flimsy. Like they're very stiff. I've used these for many years. Since Close to My Heart came out with thin cuts, I started using these because I didn't like the flimsy magnetic sheets that we had. But these, the 5x7 size, just fit right down inside the stamp case. And then you can have, obviously a lot of my stamps I'm sitting on my Misty because I'm currently still using them. So they're not on the carrier sheet here. You can take these off of the carrier sheet and put them on the back portion of the case there if you want. I just don't. I kind of like them on the carrier sheet and being able to take them out and move them around and not having to have the entire stamp case with me. So I can keep all of that in there. And then I also always find myself with extra thin cut pieces, or excuse me, die pieces, stamp pieces, that kind of thing. And so I usually will put those, pardon me, hiccups again, when I turn the camera on, but I usually will put those in one of the little photo storage containers or a little zip top baggie just to keep them all together, but they never really fit anywhere before. Well, now they just all fit right here in this little case. And so it's awesome. Like, I love this packaging. I hope they keep this forever and ever and ever. Amen. I love it. It's super cool. So I just keep all of my bundles together, and then I have room for my other components in there. And it's a great way to store them. You can clearly see what is inside the case and that kind of thing. But I use 2 bundles for my June kit, but we'll talk a little more about you guys, how you can alter and adapt if you guys don't want to grab the bundles. Okay. But that is what a bundle is. So bundles are an additional, they're already discounted previous to June, but you get an additional 10% off of those bundles, and you can save 10% on either one, the big one or the mini of the die cutting machines. Okay. So what a lot of you guys are excited to see is the collection that Close to My Heart, the branded Close to My Heart products. Now, just like the Enjoy the Ride that I'll show you in a moment, I am planning on doing a workshop with this collection. Again, I cannot even order it until the 5th of June. That is when it's going to be on the website. So once I get that ordered, my plan is to go ahead and start working on that workshop. So you obviously didn't get Enjoy the Ride on May 1st because I couldn't even order it until then, right? So you got it May 1st or June 1st. You'll get you'll get the Lake Life. That will be an incentive. If all goes well, that will be the incentive for July 1st. Now, you guys can just work a month behind, okay? The problem with the Close to My Heart branded product, as you know, is we don't know how long it all will last. The thin cuts in May sold out within just a couple hours. In the middle of the night, people stayed up to put them in their shopping cart. So they were completely gone. Stampin' thin cuts, several of the sets were completely gone. There have been things that have sold out very quickly. I anticipate Lake Life probably selling out quicker. It seems like the outdoorsy themed papers usually go like that. They're very popular. So I'm going to do my best. I'm not promising that I'm going to stay up till the middle of the night, but I'm going to do my best to be able to get my hands on them on July 5th or the morning of July 6th. But let me give you guys a peek at this. Now, if you have placed an order with me, you have to do that in order to get inside my customer VIP group. And once you do that, you have the opportunity to be able to redeem additional workshop files, because I buy files from other consultants and I have the rights to offer those with orders to my own customers. I don't offer those to the public out here on my business page. I offer those privately to my personal customers. So if you guys place an order with Stampin' Up, you can be added to my customer VIP group. And inside that group, I have already posted, or it will post this morning, the pictures of these products so you guys can see them up close if you're inside that group. And I'm just going to kind of flip through the brochure. Again, this will all be on the website on the 5th, but this is called Lake Life. It is definitely fun and outdoorsy themed. Okay, it has a really great masculine color palette. There's no pink anywhere. Okay, so really, really fun colors. Fun papers. We'll see if the webcam will focus for you guys. It has the standard Close to My Heart things you're used to seeing. Hello, Miss Laurel. Good morning. You've got the paper pack and stickers. Okay. There's your paper pack. You've got a die cut set. Okay. These are, it says on here, they are 6 inches by 12 inches. So it's one of the bigger packs. This doesn't look like very many. So either they're really big or there's multiples of them on here, or they're just not picturing everything, but it says 6 by 12. So it would be significantly bigger than what this appears to be. Cause I look at that and I think, wow, that's not very many. But 6 by 12 is bigger than we are assuming, right? So you got a really great sticker sheet. I love the orange in there. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that's probably paprika, that dark orange in there. I'll let you know as soon as I see the zip strip, but I'm assuming that's what it is. But look how great those stickers are. I'm really excited to get to work with this collection. You guys have the coordinating cardstock that you're used to seeing as well. You guys know me, when I put a workshop together, I don't usually work within the confinement of the coordinating cardstock, because if you qualify for the add-on kit, you're going to get all of that cardstock pre-cut anyway for you. So I can just feel like I can use whatever cardstock colors I want, because if I have it in stock to provide for you, then that's what we're going to do, right? So I don't know what colors we're going to use. Again, the paper will talk to me. I know that sounds really silly, right? But I like to put it all out on the table, and when my design brain kicks in, you just never know what we're going to come up with. So you've got, just like you saw last month, you've got card making and scrapbooking stamps with the thin cuts. We're trying to all condition ourselves that now they're called dies, right? They're not called thin cuts. They'll probably forever be called thin cuts in our brains, but it's hard to teach old dogs new tricks, right, guys? It's very difficult. Look at this one. I anticipate this one selling out very quickly. This scrapbooking stamp and thin cuts, the lake life. Let's take the scenic route. I love that little slice of heaven. That's my favorite, with family, and it's got the boats and the canoes and the chairs. It's so cute. I anticipate this one going really quickly. And the scrapbooking stamp and thin cuts was one of the things that sold out very quickly, just a few hours after it launched, when they opened it up. So there is a scrapbooking workshop. Now, like I told you guys last time, I'm actually going to get the scrapbooking workshop as well as the paper and stickers and the die cuts, because I am going to play with some of I'm going to want to play with the die cuts and the exclusive papers that are a part of this kit. Now, I did that last month as well. Thank you, Heidi. I'm so glad that you like it. I think it's going to be really popular. I really do. Sarah, I agree with you. And hello, Miss Carrie. Happy Saturday morning, pretty girl. So I did order the workshop last month, and the day that I started creating, I looked online just to make sure everything was still available, and the workshop was not showing. So I thought, oh shoot, it's sold out. So I put it back away, put it in my purge pile, okay, and started creating. Well, then apparently there was a glitch in their website, and so there were a lot of items showing out of stock when they actually were in stock, and that workshop was one of them. So the workshop was available when I started creating. So it made me sad that I didn't end up getting to use it, but I'm hoping to get to use this one. If you guys have never played with the Close to My Heart workshops, they do come with cutting files and all of that, so you can make their layouts if you want. You know me, I like to do my own thing. But what's fun about this is you get some exclusive papers that are not featured in the paper pack, but you also get some fun pre-printed die cuts and stuff like that. And so those are just going to be some additional pieces that we'll get to play with. And so we'll cross our fingers that this stays in stock, that I can grab that as well, right? Let's see. I know. All of you guys that love the outdoors and stuff like that, this is going to be one you're really going to love. You are super duper going to love it. Look at the waterfowl. I think that's how you say. I think that's the correct terminology for it. I'm a country girl, but we don't do a lot of duck and geese and all of that stuff. Okay, cute. There is also a collection in Stampin' Up that I love, that's very pastel-y and fun, with the cute little ducks and the goose and the little cattails. Cattails are what we call them. I know that's not what they're actually called, but we're Midwesterns, and that's what we call them. But this kind of has a little bit of the same theme as one that is in a little bit more feminine-like in the Stampin' Up product line, and I love it. It's super fun. So this one is, I love this stamp set. I'm toying with grabbing the stamp set for this sentiment alone. Thank you for loving me as I am. You have been a true blessing in my life. That is perfect for so many people that I would send a card to. So this is going to be a fun stamp as well. You've got some fun things here with, again, thin cuts. You guys know everything with the colored the colored shape is a thin cut, okay? Or in Stampin' Up! World, a die. You call them cattails too, so I am not alone. Okay, so here is another bit of fun information. This is the mix-ins for May and June, okay? We were originally told at the founder event that the July featured brochure would have the mix-ins paper and the August featured brochure would have the summer gnomes. Okay, so we kind of had that all laid out of what we could expect. But I was shocked to see the mix-in paper in this brochure, which I happen to absolutely love, by the way. You guys know I love bright colors with black and white. And so I will have this added to my shopping cart as well. Don't have a clue what we're going to do with it, but I'm going to add it to my shopping cart. So when we saw this in the June offering, that made me get very excited. And I thought, oh, well, what are we going to have next month when we were supposed to have this paper? So maybe we'll get a surprise next month, a surprise I don't even know about. So I'm really excited about that. But you've got your mix-in paper, which is a great like masculine color palette as well. Pardon me. It like has a very like Midwestern kind of like vibe going to it. I love it. And then you've got your coordinating cardstocks as well. And then just a couple little pieces of art back there. And you guys know how what they're kind of doing is they are carrying over the cardstock colors and the ink pad colors in limited quantities that coordinate with the color palette of the featured Close to My Heart collection, okay? So if you guys maybe did not get a pine ink pad or some pine cardstock or something like that, you can absolutely grab that if you would like, and it is still gonna be available, and you can get that over on my shopping website. And all of these products will earn you the pre-cut kits just like the Stampin' Up! Products will, okay? So you're essentially, when you're buying these products, you're buying them through my Stampin' Up! Website, but I'm earning commission on the sale of them, and you guys are earning the pre-cut kits when you make those purchases. So even though it says Close to My Heart on the paper, it's essentially funneling through our Stampin' Up! Business, okay? Jerry says you always said cattails and you didn't know there was another name. Well, aren't they like something lilies or something? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they actually are called cattails. You guys know we're going to have to Google this when we're done with this video, right? Okay, so let me show you guys the pre-cut kits that my customers will receive. You guys are going to have, you can get up to 3 this month, okay? So I have a lot of kit cardstock and pattern papers and a lot of things that I've collected over the years of my time with Close to My Heart that I roll out in pre-cut kits because I love to create them. My customers love to receive them, and most importantly, get them for free. And so we have until the end of the year to get rid of all of those supplies. And so you guys will most likely see during several months out of the year of me going back and diving into some older, many times retired Close to My Heart supplies. And you will have the option of earning some additional kits for free when you spend a little more. So you're going to have the option of earning 3 this month. Let's talk about the first one. So we're working on ways. I'm tweaking and changing and trying to find ways that can serve both my customers, but also my team. I have some wonderful ladies that followed me over and joined my team. And so I am doing the best I can. As you guys know, when you join underneath me, all of my cutting files you have access to use for personal and business use. And so what is important to me is that I create a system that works well for myself and my customers, one that I can keep up with, as well as serve my team very well in the unique needs that they all have. And so we're kind of doing this ebb and flow thing. We're trying to find something that's going to work really well. Last month, you guys know we did the fancy flap card kit, and except the ones that just ordered here recently, all of those have already shipped out. We're having the live event June 21st. Okay, so those of you guys who earned the kits and those of you guys that chose to buy the files over on my blog, you guys can join that Facebook group, and we're going to have a live event on the 21st of June. It's going to be a girls' night in. Everybody bring your sweet tea. We're going to put the projects together. We're going to have giveaways. It's just going to be fun girl time. Okay, I did this years ago and it was very successful, and I changed it, and we're going to go back to that for a little while. Okay. So that's the 21st of June. Your information on your envelope that when you guys get it in the mail, we'll have that information for you. Okay. We did all cards last month. This month, we're adding in some layouts. Okay. So I want to show you guys what these all look like. So we used the The bundles that are a part of the Country Woods Suite. Now that is what Stampin' Up calls the big collections. We call them collections, okay, or what I call them. Stampin' Up calls them suites. When they take all the different components that kind of are created to coordinate together, they call those suites. So the Country Woods Suite is what I really focused on this month. Now, if you guys want to order this stuff add it to your shopping cart, you're absolutely welcome to do that. You do not have to order the things that I used, but your non-consumables, so your tools, right? Like your embossing folder, your inks, stuff like that, those are listed. They'll be up in the blog post later today. They're listed in my customer group, that kind of thing. So you guys know what colors of inks that you will need, okay? But obviously those things aren't included in the kit, but your consumable supplies that I used are all included in the kit for you. So if you guys say, Suze, I love the layout, but I don't want to buy these bundles to put it together, you don't have to, but you're going to have the uncut paper, the uncut cardstock, where you can go and grab a stamp set or a die set, or even use your Cricut if you want to improvise and kind of put your own spin on it, okay? All of this we're going to walk through on the live event, which will then happen on the 26th of July, okay? So the event is going to be the next month, and that gives everyone time to place their orders. Even if they're on the last day of June, they can place their orders to get the kits, providing they're still in stock. It gives me time to get those kits sent to them in the mail. Everybody can look over their kits to make sure they're not missing anything. Gives me time to reship something if I happen to have made a mistake, or if something is wrecked in transit or something like that. So the month that we feature it, the class will be featured along the 3rd or the 4th week of the following month. So you guys will have plenty of time, okay? They will be recorded. So once you have access to that group, you'll be able to go back and view those recordings as often as you need. You'll have the files that if you guys love the patterns and that type of thing and want to create more, you'll have that at your ability to do so as well. So I want to show you guys the projects that we created, and by we I mean me, because I don't have a minion in here, even though I would love to. So you guys are going to get, we'll talk about this blue one here in a moment. You guys are going to get all of the pieces to create this 2-page layout, with the exception of the 12 by 12 base pages. Okay. So that's the thing with the great big layouts. It is just very impractical for me to find a way to ship 2 pieces of 12 by 12 cardstock when most all of my customers have them in their stash anyway. Okay. So you will be responsible for providing your own 12 by 12 base pages. This is, you can use crumb cake, is a perfect color in Stampin' Up! World, or you can use any of the neutrals, really. You could use Close to My Heart Almond is a color that matches this. You could use the white with Close to My Heart. You could use any of the neutrals with Close to My Heart. There are a wide range of colors that would match this palette here, okay? So you just need to grab 2 base pages out of your stash. Everything else is going to come shipped to you, okay? So it's going to come shipped in the same envelope. So you're going to have all of the cardstock that you need to create this. So that's why I say, if you look at this and you're like, wow, I want the kit, Suze, but like, I'm not doing the birdhouse. I don't want the flowers and the milk cans and all of that. That's okay. You can improvise. If you already have a flower thin cut set or a die set or something like that, and you want to use that, I have kept it as generic as possible so that you guys can decide how best to use your kit. I feel like if I loosen up on the theme of things, then you guys will again find value in the kit that maybe otherwise you might not, if it was a theme that you didn't particularly care for. So if you don't want to do like the birdhouse and all of that, you can cut the cardstocks. All the cardstocks will come with your kit, and you can choose to cut those using whatever device or stamp set or whatever you would like. You're going to get both envelopes for the cards, and then you get all of your pattern papers in there. The only thing I used Cricut for was the title here. Tweet, tweet memories of us. Instead of sweet, sweet memories of us, it's tweet, tweet memories of us, to kind of go along with the little birdie theme. And you're getting bling this time too. Okay. So I did add the bling that you will need to create all 4 projects. So you're going to get this with a $75 order. Now here's the thing. I told you guys this last month and I caved because I'm a nice person like that. I can't do that this month, okay? As I have been very upfront with you guys, I have to use the rewards that we earn on the parties to help fund the kits, okay? I pay labor to help me cut the kits. I have to ship them to you. I have to buy packing supplies and all the things. So the rewards, all of that comes out of my commission. The rewards are what help funds the product for the kits that you earn, okay? So in order to get the kits that I'm going to show you today, you have to use the host code. Now inside my customer group, I have a video to show you host codes. I have a link with host codes. So everybody, I've made it very clear how easy it is to do it. Yet the majority of the orders last month did not use a host code. I told you guys I wasn't going to send you kits, but I did anyway. If your order qualified at the dollar amount, I sent you a kit anyway. I'm not doing that in June, okay? So this is me we all have to learn things. We all have to learn hard things, okay? So you have to use a host code to get these kits, but if you place a $75 order and you use the host code that is up now, right now at this moment, on the business page, it's up in the graphic. It's already up in my customer group as well. And so when that host code changes, I will change those graphics and that information for you, okay? They're only good for a certain period of time. So it's not like they don't last for ages and ages and ages, okay? So you guys will be able to get all of the pieces to create both 12 by 12 pages and both greeting cards. And it's all completely free, shipped right to your door with a $75 order using the host code. And like I said, it doesn't matter what you order with the $75. It doesn't have to be the products on the supply list if you don't want to make yours like mine, but it has to be $75, okay? So let me give you an up close peek at these. This is my brother and his girlfriend, Michaela, and their puppies, Pete and Sophie and Woodrow, which I think their pictures turned out really good. So I was excited to put them on a layout for them. But my favorite part is this little birdhouse here. Now in this class, you guys, it's heavy, heavy, heavy technique. You're probably looking at this going, it doesn't really look like that many techniques to me. Trust me, we're playing with our tools, okay? We're playing with our ink pads. We're playing with our tools. Well, you guys, if you've never used a blending brush before, not a blending brush, a blending pen. Yes, I was going to go grab it to double check. A blending pen. I'm going to show you guys how you can do that. Lots of fun things. If you didn't know before, you're going to learn them when we're done with class. Okay, so I'm really going to teach you guys how to use your tools. So we've got lots of techniques happening here. Look at this wood grain paper. It is stinking gorgeous, you guys. You've got a fun little milk can up here. You've got some leaves and some dimensional flowers. You'll notice I used really usable photo sizes. So just your traditional 6x4. Again, your title here, but if you don't like that because you're not doing birds and you don't want it to be tweet, tweet memories of us, then you just don't add it there, right? You have space to add title of your choice, or you can put another photo there. It's up to you. I did use several, even though the bundles, pardon me, were card sets, right? They were really created with a card focus. There are lots of stamp images and sentiments on those card stamp sets that work great for captions on your pages. And so this one was best friend ever, which was perfect for a scrapbooking layout, right? But we've got, again, the fun little birdhouse. There's some dimension we've added on the embossing here in the birdhouse that I'll show you guys how easy it is to create. I just love the little birdhouse. I don't know how you can not like the birdhouse. I absolutely adore it. We've got another milk can here on this side and another one of those stamp images that I used from that same set. So lucky to know you. And it just looks perfect up there on that photo. If you guys are not already doing that and stamping on your photos with your card sentiments, you are missing out. It's so fun. I love it. And it's, again, I'm frugal, right? If I can find a way to make something more valuable and use it in as many different ways as possible, I'm going to do that. And so I continually go back and use my card. I go back and use my card sentiments on photos all the time. There is another one of those fun milk cans, and you can see probably not super well because the webcam doesn't like to focus all the time, but the beautiful pearls, the gray pearls, are just kind of scattered around all over. And again, you guys get all of that in your kit, your free kit as well, okay? Then we've got two greeting cards. They're exactly the same using this beautiful striped paper, another one of those stamp sentiments that are from that same kit. You got another fun milk can a fun little wooden stool down here. I love the little flower market stamp that comes in there. And then of course I had one extra square that wasn't used, so I had to find a space for it. So we put it on the inside, and it's just a little piece that's folded. And it's got a little flower there with a leaf there up in the top. Now I'm going to show you guys lots of fun ways to add dimension on your cardstocks and your pattern papers. Again, like the techniques are massive in this class. You're going to learn a lot, and I think you're really going to enjoy it. And again, we're going to have giveaways. We're going to have giveaways, you guys. It's going to be a blast. So you get 2 of those that are both the exact same. So 4 projects minus your base pages, okay, that you're going to earn with a $75 order. Let me show you the add-on kit. We're going to come up with a better name for it. That day is not today. What I am going to show you guys, one more thing. We're going to talk about the files for a minute. What I'm trying to do now with for my team and for my customers and for myself as well is we are implementing a sketch type additional little benefit to the kits. Okay, so I am creating kits. The last couple months have been more of like a bulk style, where instead of having 5 or 6 different projects, you have projects that are similar to each other. So you're cutting many times the same number of projects, right? But maybe they're all the same, or that you have some similarities in them. And so what I'm trying to do is to make it easier for us to go back and reuse some of these things. And so to do that, I have been featuring some sketches, okay? So I have created a sketch for the 2-page layout, okay? And I've created a sketch for the card. And just to kind of give my team, when I was teaching them the other night, some variations on how easy it is to take a sketch and to reuse a sketch using something completely different. Many of you guys know what Paper Pumpkin is, so allow me to just trail off a minute. Paper Pumpkin is the card subscription. Now, that being said, it would not surprise me at all, and I don't know this, I'm just guessing, but Stampin' Up! Does things big. If you guys have not been on the website to look at their product line, holy bird jeepers, it's massive. It's like, oh my gosh, I couldn't touch it all if my life depended on it. There's so much. So if you can't find something that you like, I don't know what's wrong with you. I'm just kidding. I say that in love. But this is their monthly card subscription that just comes automatically if you sign up for it. What I was going to say is I would not be surprised if we see a scrapbooking type of subscription make it into their product line in the future. No one has said that. I'm just saying it wouldn't surprise me. But what I think is really fun is that these are really inexpensive. And I'm going to show you guys what one looks like. And I'm going to tell you how we ended up with this. Okay. So the May subscription, which you cannot get May right now, that closes on the 10th of the month. So you cannot get the May kit. You can get the May refill kit, but you can't get the May kit. I'll explain that in a moment. But you can sign up to get the June kit, and you can pause them when you would like, but you don't get to see what they look like until they arrive, which I love surprises, so it's kind of fun, really. But this one has like a masculine theme to it with a Father's Day type of sentiment, and then some sentiments that are not mentioned with fathers. But I absolutely love this. But what I wanted to do was I purposed to find a way to use this outside of card making. So I'm just going to give you guys a little peeky peek, okay? So you've got all of your pre-printed pieces, your die cuts, all of that, okay? It even comes with adhesive. So you've got your adhesive little dots here that works like instead of glue or Tombow or something like that. Then you've got your foam tape. So you've got Stampin' Dimensionals, okay? That's what they call their foam tape. They're the cute little hexagons. You have, every month gets a little mini ink square, okay? I have the full ink pad of Misty Moonlight, so I didn't open mine, and I figured this would be fun that if I ever have like a friend or something in the past, like I've had friends that have been in the hospital for extended periods of time, and I thought, well, I want to send them a little kit they can be playing, like working on some things. Like this would be perfect to toss into a kit or something if somebody doesn't really have room to keep a whole bunch of tools or things. This would be a great little gifty to give them. And so I'm not going to open my ink spots. You guys absolutely can when you don't have the ink pads and that kind of thing, but they're just a cute little, really awesome little ink pad that you can use for the kit. Or if you're like me, you can pull them back and save them to get re-gift to other people, right? Your first order, you're going to get a block of your own. If you guys have ever had the subscription service with Close to My Heart, you know that our blocks are just like this. They were much thinner than the standard block. And if we're being real, I found them challenging to hold on to because there's not a whole lot of depth to this, right? And so you guys might be like me and say, I'm probably just going to use the blocks I have with my stamp set. And again, this could be something if you're thinking ahead along the lines of regifting or blessing someone who's in a different type of situation, right? This would be something that you could just put with your little ink spots. And if you have a friend that you would like to bless their day, this would be something that you could pass on because you most likely already have this stuff in your stash. Okay. Same with like the adhesive and stuff. I'm just kind of thinking ahead. Okay. So you've got all of your pieces in here. Now, what I loved about the May kit, now you guys, when I say refill kit, you can't get the kit, but you can get the refill. The only thing that you won't be able to get now, if you were to go in and sign up for Paper Pumpkin, you can't get the past kits unless you're a subscriber. So once you subscribe, you can go back and purchase any of the available old refills that you want. And I have bought a bunch of them and just use different stamp sets with them. So it's totally awesome. But you would not get, if you bought the refill, you would not get the ink spot, you would not get the stamp set, and you would not get the block. Okay. So it's just the consumables in there. Okay. So you guys can still go and get this and create this if you want. You just don't have the stamp set or the ink spot or the block for that. Okay. So what I loved about this kit is you have these wood grain envelopes. I have never actually seen wood grain envelopes before. I love them. How fun is that? So I'm just going to flip through here. What I did, look at some, this is like, if I could get 12 by 12 of that paper, that would be, oh, I would be so happy. It's beautiful, isn't it? But you've got the pre-printed card bases. You've got a lot of the little printed dies. You've got some of the stitching, stitched stamped pieces in here. You've got die cuts that you can pull out and put together. So again, you've got all the components to be able to create 9 cards. And then, of course, if you have the original kit, you're going to get to keep your ink blot, your ink spot, and your stamp set, and you keep that. So again, that's a value that you get to keep going forward, right? Even after you've used up your consumables. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to challenge myself to use the sketch that I created for my team and then I created for my customers to create a layout using part of my Paper Pumpkin. So what I did was I went in there and I just took the components of one of the 3 cards of each of them. Okay, so I took whatever it took to make the brown card, the blue card, and the chevron card. I put those components in a pile and I said, okay, Suze, this is the paper and cardstock you have to work with, nothing else. Okay, and so I made a 2-page layout, did not use any cardstock or pattern paper with the exception of my base page. Okay. Added nothing but embellishments, which you don't have to add embellishments, but I'm an embellishment kind of girl. So that's all that I added. And I got an awesome 2-page layout and I only used 1/3 of the kit and I had all that left over. So I could go in and make many more cards or probably another layout if I chose to. It was shocking at how far it stretched. Okay. So you guys could go, if you signed up for Paper Pumpkin, you could get the refill kit and be able to make this using the sketch that you can earn during the month of June with your order, right? So I want to show you guys this. Another thing that they have that's really fun, and again, like these videos are long, we know this, right? But I want you guys to fully understand how it all is working because you're like me, we're coming from a whole nother place and we're still trying to learn the ropes, right? Something else that they have that's really fun is they have an optional die cut set. It's very inexpensive. This was only $12. Okay. And it coordinates with 3 months of Paper Pumpkin. So the butterflies coordinated with the April kit that was beautiful, and you can still get it. The refill is still available. The hexagon coordinated with the May kit that you saw that I just showed you, and the thanks is supposed to coordinate with the June kit that I have not even got to see yet, and I won't get to see until it gets here in the middle of the month. But this is just an add-on, an optional add-on, and I thought, okay, well, to further challenge myself, how can I use the die that coordinates with the May kit? So it's this fun little hexagon. It has the stitches around the outer edge of it, okay? And so I thought, okay, well, instead of just using my little squares here, which is what the sketch called for, right? I cut those out with the hexagon. And so it gave it a little bit of extra kind of oomph, if you will, right? So I cut up some of those pattern papers and popped them on there. I love this little chevron one. It is awesome. I have used the adhesive backed textured dots, and these are the very same embellishment that are featured in the Enjoy the Ride workshop, and they're just leftovers. So I've done multiple projects with this pack of dots, and I still have tons left over. Their embellishment packs have tons in them, you guys. This is one of those card fronts that I just trimmed down to fit. This is some of those die cuts there. I did add just a couple. Just gonna grab them and show you. They are called textural elements. And they're just wooden pieces, kind of similar to what you guys are used to seeing with Close to My Heart. There's a ton of them in there. They're just arranged kind of fancy in a cute little container. So I used 2 of those and put them under there. And I did also add in just a teeny tiny bit of this pecan pie ribbon. So it's a beautiful, like very vanilla, which is their color of off-white, with the pecan pie stitching down the center. It's about 3/8 inch wide. And it's just like this beautiful toffee color, almost a little bit lighter than toffee. But their ribbon, again, is really cool because you get so much in there. So this is, I can't remember if it's 5 or 10 yards. 10 yards of ribbon. So when you guys are looking at those prices, just know you're getting a stinking crazy amount of product. Absolutely crazy product, okay? So you can make the layout without adding the embellishments. The embellishments do not alter the pattern of the layout whatsoever, okay? That's just me adding my Susan touch to them, okay? But this was just following the sketch. Again, I added no paper. I added no paper or cardstock other than my base page, okay? You can see just a little bit of stamping there. You're the best there is, which is like perfect for a scrapbook page, right? I'm serious. If you guys are not using your card sentiments for layouts, you are missing out. But again, just very simplistic. My photos were really the star of the show, but very simplistic and just a really fun way to use the components of a card making kit for layouts. And again, guys, I only used a third. I only used a third. So you still have enough to create all 6 of the other cards. I just used a third of the product, and then I still had all those leftovers that I'll figure out something to do with them. But that was like my spiel on Paper Pumpkin. I had to show you guys my layout, and I really felt like it came together super nice using that sketch. You saw another consultant make layouts with her Paper Pumpkin. You guys and your artistic ability series floors me. I love it. I love you. I adore you. I have an unanswered message to you. So I'm a bad friend, but you will hear from me soon, my friends. Good morning, Miss Jill. I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. So that was another fun example of using that sketch, guys. And you know, by the time we get to class time, any other projects that I use that featured the sketch for that month, I will bring those projects in, and we'll talk about those during class as well. Who knows? Maybe one of the giveaways during class will be components to make those projects. Who knows? I'm just saying. You don't know, right? Okay, so let's talk about the add-on kits, okay? So this is Enjoy the Ride. Now, remember what I said was you guys are most likely going to be working a month behind me, okay? So while you might want to add the Lake Life that's available in June, you might want to add that to your shopping cart now. Those purchases are essentially earning you the kits for June, okay? So like whenever I get the Lake Life and I get the workshop all ready to go, the kit that you can earn for it will be available in July, okay? So you're working a month behind me. I can't help that. It's just because we don't get a preview period with these paper collections. We have to buy them the same time you guys do. If you remember, I said in the beginning I wasn't going to do it at all because I felt like it would be too delayed for me working with, but if you guys will hang with me on this, like this after gratification kind of thing, then we'll get through the summer and this transition period just fine, okay? So this is the same type of Susan artwork that you guys are used to seeing. It's got to have my print and cut, my Cricut print and cut in there for the titles and things. And what was fun was the workshop that you guys saw me make called Masterfully Made, that was created with Stampin' Up! Papers before I was actually a demonstrator. That paper retired before I was actually able to sell it and offer it to my customers. But I love the titles and some of the die cut pieces. And so what I actually did was I gave them a little bit of life. So I went and I grabbed some of those previous titles that you guys were giving me lots of good feedback on, the little different, like the arrows and stuff that you guys really liked. So I went back and we're going to get to revisit those. And I added some of those into the workshop. Now, I'm also going to say, when I was cutting all of these for my customers who will earn an add-on kit with a $125 purchase. Yes, with $125 purchase, you earn this kit and the $75 kit. You get two, okay? So $125 gets you both of them. But when I was cutting these, I had extra room on my papers. And so what that means is that anyone that actually earns an add-on kit for me has freebies stuck in here. You guys have extra titles and extra die cuts and stuff like that that are just piled into your envelope, okay? So there'll be pieces that will not go on, do not have to be on the pages. You can either put them on the pages if you want and have more, or you can use them on other projects, but they're just a gift. It didn't take me that much extra time to peel more images off the mat. So you guys have extras in here, okay? But with your $125 order, you're gonna get a kit. And here's the thing. I did a blunder this month, okay? The add-on kit, I try to keep all the pieces in the add-on kit narrower than 9.5 inches because that's the width of my envelopes. And I blundered. This big photo frame here that I'll show you in a minute on the layout is bigger than that. So you guys are going to get your kits shipped in 12 by 12 boxes this month, okay? So it's going to be ouchy in the pocketbook for Susan in the shipping, but I had them all cut and packed before I was like, what am I thinking? So you're going to get a different kind of packaging. So let's all cross our fingers that the mailman does not wad it up like an unkind soul. So there's big pieces in here. There's a lot in here and they're bigger than normal. Okay. So this is going to be my gift to you. All of these pieces. This works great for multiple reasons. Okay. Some of you guys are like, I don't want to have to buy all those individual packs of cardstock, right? This is perfect because this is all included for you, okay? Some of you guys are like, I don't want to pull out my Cricut. I'm not about that. Perfect. I did all the hard work for you. Others of you are like, I don't even have a Cricut. I wouldn't even know where to start, but I want to make your workshop. What are my options? Qualify for the add-on kit, solves all your problems, okay? So that is why this is so successful for my business, is because I have a lot of customers that love this, but they're like, no, I don't want to take the time to do that, right? It's really very easy, but some of you guys are like, nope, not for me. That's okay. I'll provide it for you. So you can earn that as a gift when you spend $125. And they do not have to be the products that are on these supply lists. You just have to get the dollar amount right, and you got to use a host code. That's all you have to worry about, okay? So you've got a full cutting guide. But if you're getting an add-on kit from me, the only cutting that you have to do, pardon me, are your 6 pattern papers. That's all the cutting that you have to do. And so everything else that's with that's done with Cricut or with the cardstock, other than your base pages, I've cut all for you, and it's included in your add-on kit. Okay, so just your paper trimmer on 6 sheets of pattern paper. That's all the cutting you have to do. Okay, so you'll get the files, you'll get the photos to show you how to put it all together. There are no step-by-step instructions. I will never write them. I'm never going to write them. My work is very simplistic. It's like putting a puzzle together. You just put the layers on top of each other like the picture. That's all there is to it, okay? No techniques or anything like that. It's very easy, quick to put together scrapbooking, okay? So you're gonna get your add-on kit for free if you place a $125 order on my shopping website during the month of June. And this is until they run out. Once they run out, I don't restock them, okay? I will post when I run out. So you're not like, I'm not duping anybody, okay? So I want to show you guys these layouts. I absolutely love them. And I'm going to show you guys the products that we use to create them. So we've got Enjoy the Ride paper pack and stickers. There are Harbor and Honey Butter base pages. Okay, so you'll need to make sure you either have that color base page or something similar. You can use white, that's perfectly fine. The adhesive back dragonflies and birds, when I placed my order, they were out of stock. I don't know if they're back in stock now, but this is what they looked like. They had multiple birds, they had dragonflies, they're gold with adhesive on the back, and they looked perfect on these pages. This being said, if these are still out of stock, do not worry. Embellishments are super easy because you just go and add them last anyway. So you can go ahead and work on on the workshop, and you can add these if you want later. Okay, so don't let that prevent you, if they're out of stock, don't let that prevent you from working on this. Okay, so we're gonna do the Enjoy the Ride dots. So a beautiful color array of dots there. You've got the black and very vanilla gingham ribbon. You're not even gonna touch the tippy top of the surface in using this up. Okay, what's great about this is it's very neutral, and you'll have many more projects that it will match and you'll want to use it on. Okay, many more projects that I will use it on too. So you'll have this in your stash for next time and not have to rebuy it. These are the textured adhesive back dots I was telling you guys about. These are a great boy embellishment. They don't have sparkle, they don't have bling. They're very cool, metally looking. I love them. They're one of my absolute favorites right now, but we use those as well. And you guys know embellishments are different for everybody. Some people look at embellishments and are like, nope, I'm not putting that on my pages. And other people love them all. I'm one of the people that usually loves them all. But if you guys don't want to buy all those embellishments, you absolutely don't have to. Okay. This is my favorite layout of all of them. And if you guys will humor me a moment, everybody close your eyes for just a second. We are just going to try to bring this up a tiny bit. I'm still trying to get myself familiarized with webcam and all the things. It's I'm like a fish out of water most days, and God bless each of you guys who so graciously continue to follow me and don't like send me rotten fruit in the mail. Okay, that really didn't help much, did it? Okay, well, we're doing the best we can. All right, so I love this one. It just has beautiful print and cut images. I love this little scallop here and the fun little arrows, but it really plays on those papers super well. So you've got a large photo here, and as you guys know, something like this is a 5x7. You know the very quick and easy way to use a 5x7 very easily without really worrying about much of anything else is you just put two 4x6s here in this space that are the opposite orientation. So this is a vertical 5x7 or vertical 7x5 in my world. Put two 4x6s that are horizontal, or you can even trim off edges of the 4x6s to make them fit down into that space if you want to. But that's a quick and easy way of taking kind of a funky photo spot and putting two in its place. Okay. I love this title. These moments matter most. This one has some fun print and cut images as well. Got my little clouds that I made for you. Nothing but blue skies and a breath of fresh air. These moments are worth remembering. I love that. And you guys, if you're like, I don't want the bicycles, just flip it over. No big deal, right? But you can see fun embellishments there. I love the little arrows. They're one of my favorite parts. This one is so cute. Here comes the sun, and your big title is You Make Me Happy When Skies Are Gray. And you'll see great photo spaces, guys. So use some of those dots. There's one of those sweet little birdies on there. I love it. Fun arrows as well. And I like to overlap things onto my photos. So there's ribbon on my photos. If you guys don't want to do that, you don't have to. You do not have to. I love these little arrows. Oh my gosh, they are super fun. More clouds. Shine Bright, another cute little birdie there. I love it. This one is a fun one too. Here's that big yellow piece that wouldn't fit in my envelope. So you guys are gonna get a big 12x12 box coming this month. Remember today, this is another 5x7, but as I said, if you guys do not wanna cut a 5x7, you can cut two 4x6s or even trim a little off, or you can put a vertical 6x4 in a 5x7 space and just have a bigger mat around it if you wanna do that. This one is super cute. I love all things rainbow, guys. So you see that kind of reflected throughout. Oh, happy day. This one holds some smaller photos here, our favorite memories. This one is Fun in the Sun. And if you'll look, these cute little dragonflies, they are so cute. And it doesn't take a ton of them. Like, you guys will be able to buy one package of bling and you'll probably still be using the darn thing at the end of the year if they retire them, right? So you'll do multiple projects with that and probably still have some left over. It is awesome. So Fun in the Sun. There's nothing better than a summer day. A few more of the dragonflies on there, if you can see. And I will get the blog post up hopefully today, so you guys will be able to see some up close photos on there. Love this day and making our own memories. So this was my last page, of course. You guys can always tell which one was the last one, where I've got all the little doodads left over and I got to find a way to use them up. So this one holds just a lot of smaller photos. Or again, if you wanted to get rid of 2 3x3s, you could put a 4x6 here and just trim off the top, a little sliver on the top and the bottom, and it would fit just fine. Okay, so just a lot of little different stickers kind of throughout. Just, it's so fun because just a teeny tiny bit can embellish it in such a fun, easy way. Lots of stickers on this one. A little bit of that ribbon. I love it. Okay, so you can get the cutting guide with an order, free with an order. And if you want the pre-cut kit, it's a $125 order. And you'll get both kits, the $125 kit and the $75 kit, both shipped to you. Now let me show you the third one, okay? We know it's going to be long, guys. Every time Susan turns on a camera, it's going to be long. We all know this. So as I said at the beginning of the video, my goal is to use up a lot of this close to my heart product that I have from over the years to create kits with before the end of the year. And so throughout the year, you guys are going to see multiple kits where my customers just get an additional freebie, okay? So if you spend $200 in the month of June, and it doesn't matter what you buy, $200 in the month of June, you're going to get all 3 kits until I run out. And when I run out, I will post publicly just so everyone knows, okay? So this is just a very simple, very cute little mini album. And so it's going to hold, I think I remember counting 27 photos possibly. Everything that you need to create this is included in the kit and given to you for free, with the exception of a black journaling pen, adhesive, and your photos. All of your supplies are included, okay? So you are going to get all of your pre-cut base pages, all of your Cricut pieces. You're going to get 3 binder rings. There is a stencil somewhere in here, but I'm afraid to take it out because I'll end up dumping all this. There is a stencil in here that I made for you, and I'll show you what that stencil does. You can see some of this scribbling here, okay? The stencil will help you with that, all right? But you're gonna get a stencil here as well, and then you're gonna get the 12x12 sticker sheet. So again, this will go, that's why I'm offering it this month, because I had to send you guys a 12x12 box for your add-on kit. So if you're gonna spend $200, you're gonna get this will go fit right nicely in that 12x12 box, right? So you're gonna get the full sheet of the Party Time stickers, and you're gonna get a 23-page mini album. And I'm just gonna quickly, oh, you're gonna get the black dots too. I'm sorry, they just were at the bottom of the envelope. You get a sheet of the black dots as well. So everything that you guys need to make your project look like mine, you get all of that free with a $200 order. And remember, if you spend $200, you get all 3 kits. Okay, so I'm going broke on shipping this month, all 3 kits. Okay, so we're just going to quickly thumb through here, and you will see just really simple, fun, cute pages. This is going to be a design that you guys would be able to use a different sticker sheet or different Cricut pieces if you wanted to, and give it a completely different theme. Okay. So if you wanted to make a Christmas album, or, you know, something like for like school or something like that, all you got to do is change like the stickers, change the theme of the album. Everything else is very generic. It's not too girly. It's not too masculine. But you can see really quick and easy with great usable photo spaces. Okay. So I think I remember it holding 27 photos, and there's 23 pages. So again, just an additional little gift. It's nothing that's gonna like knock the moon off its axis or something, but it's just an additional little gift for my ladies who wanted to spend a little more during the month of June. So I think after 58 minutes and 10 seconds, that's all I got to say today, guys. There are gonna be like lots of freebies happening this month. So if you guys have questions, about the kits this month or about the specials. Remember that the Close to My Heart products and the specials for June will go live the 5th of June. So potentially no one will want to place an order of anything until the 5th of June, and that is absolutely just fine. But I want you guys to have this so you can be thinking about maybe what you want to add and that kind of thing. And I'm going to be working on getting blog posts up today. And if you guys have questions, put them below in the comments, or you're welcome to send me a message. I'll be so happy to get back with you. I appreciate you hanging with me and me telling you all the things, right? And if you guys have, again, any questions, or if I can help you in any way about Stampin' Up, or maybe if you're interested in joining Stampin' Up or anything like that, just reach out to me. I will be glad to serve. So hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Happy Saturday, everyone. Hope you have a little bit of sunshine, and I will see you guys next time.